Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So we're starting out our road trip a little different. We are in Tifton, Georgia.
Yeah, Tifton. We didn't record anything night one because there was some bad weather.
Yeah, so we got to boondock for the first time last night.
Yeah.
And we learned that our something is
Not working.
Not working.
But before we show you what we're about to do, and again, welcome to the episode. This is our episode of heading up to Helen, Georgia for the Vloggers annual get-together. But yeah, boondocking, she made that term, and some of you might not be familiar with that, but what that is taking your RV, not hooking up to water and power, basically sleeping in a parking lot with it, which is what we did at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel usually has specific RV slots in the back of the store that you can pull into and stay overnight. Used to be that you could just show up, but now it's courtesy to call them, because technically on their website it says no overnight parking, but we called 2 different stores last night on the road, and they're like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. Just park out around back, wherever you want, hon. That's
So
what she told me.
So anyway.
So he's not performing surgery.
Technically I am, but on the RV. So let's get started with this episode with me changing a battery for the very first time on the RV. So hopefully I don't mess it up too much.
And
here we go.
Wish us luck. All right, so we got to stop at this lovely parking lot over Ellis Auto Parts. The guy was nice enough to come out here and check our battery.
We knew it was one of 2 things, because CJ had a similar problem, but his was just a fuse that ran the trickle charger. But I do have an OBD2 Bluetooth connection that's plugged into the truck that we can actually read the codes that would give us error messages. And it doesn't do anything. So we had him come out here and check this, and as soon as he hooked it up, he's like, yeah, battery's bad, that's why you're not holding the charge. So first thing we're gonna do is take the old battery out. You can see I got some corrosion here too, so
Yeah, that could have been, I don't know.
might be part of it. I do know what I probably should do is get one of those, there's a positive negative mat that absorbs some of the corrosion that we had. Actually, we have it in my Mustang, and we should probably do the similar thing.
I can't believe you're in shorts. It is cold out here, hon.
It is not that bad.
It is cold. I'm not talking about Florida cold. It's like Georgia cold too.
Yeah. All right, so all I did was take the main screw off. We've got 2 negative leads here. We've got our 2 positive leads here. We've got our old core here. And this whole thing though ended up being about $130, including disposal of the old battery. So we take this bad boy out and we put
new bad boy in.
Oh, and I've got some fresh tops here.
So reds is positive, black is negative?
Black is negative, yeah. All right, so last part is connecting our positive lead.
But at least we got sun today.
Yeah. And honestly, that should be it. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go inside and we need to test the electrical panel, make sure we have a full charge. So, honey, would you like to go do that?
Sure, I'll go do that. Since I didn't do anything to help. Wow, look at that. 2/3 full. Two-thirds full.
All right.
Shouldn't it say full though?
I would think so, but who knows how long it's been sitting there.
And that's how you replace your RV battery.
And there we go.
Done.
We're done. Now, let's officially try to get this road trip started off on a little bit better footing.
Bye.
Onward! Welcome everyone to Ellis Brothers Pecans. This is one of our favorite stops anytime we make it up 75 North. We won't spend a lot of time video-wise this round on it because I've got another episode. And I've probably already linked it, but if not, you know what? Why not? I will link it again. But let's head inside really quick. I'll show you like a 60-second whirlwind. If you want to see more, then take that link and check it out when we stopped and did a little bit more exploratory video during our New Year's trip. All right, we're here inside of Ellis Brothers Pecans. So as you can imagine, there are lots of pecans. You can have ones that you can test in the sheller here, and then we'll flip around and show you what everything else looks like. But again, if you want to see more of this, I'll pop the video up. So I'm over on the chocolate side where you can see lots of different chocolates. There are samples for you to taste as well. I mean, they got everything from chocolate amaretto to like a dry rub chili. Lots of homemade different sauces. Again, we love to get the pickled, the candied jalapenos. But if you're ever coming out this way, then I highly recommend it. And if you're a boiled peanut fan, they do have boiled peanuts. For me, yuck. So anyway, there you go. Just a quick look. We're going to do a little shopping here, a little taste testing, and then get on the road and continue heading north. Oh yeah, that was our GoPro. We're getting B-roll footage as we roll around this area for the YouTube channel. Doors are going to be open when we go in back there. Jesus Christ, oh man.
Are you sure we're going the right way?
I think so. Yeah. Yep. Well, we made it. It is nice and rainy, but we are here at my aunt and uncle's place. I'm not going to show you right now. Hopefully tomorrow morning won't be rainy, and I'll show you at least a little bit of the property, but not their personal house. It's beautiful up here. Well, good morning, everyone. We are here in the lovely Elljay wilderness at my aunt and uncle's place. We did not get any snow flurries, although it did dip pretty low last night, down to 24 by the morning. But no snow, but we definitely heard sleet hitting the roof of the trailer out here. But I'm gonna turn you guys around and just give you a quick look at the land. It is pretty nice out here, yet remote, and definitely put our 4x4 traction on the truck and the oversized off-road tires for the trailer to the test. All right, so here is their detached garage area. They do have a pole there for power because they lived in a trailer for a while, so they got a 50 amp pole there. And as we swing around, there is the driveway. Definitely helped having a 4x4 to get up here, for sure. We ended up just parking right at the top of the driveway. They do have a horseshoe driveway though. And as you can see in front of me, there is their little cottage in the woods. We are testing Starlink. We just got that as well. It is working pretty darn well. We have the Mini, and I did test it while we were driving, and I still got like 90 megabytes per second download while we're in motion going 70 miles an hour as we continue on towards the back of where the home is, but not the property, because they've got like 30 something acres. You can see we overlook here fairly significant drop off. But when there is the occasional snow, and in the fall and spring, this area overlooking would just be amazing. All right, well, there's a quick peek at my uncle's place up here in the mountains in Elljay. It's time to have a little coffee and catch up with some family, and then we will continue to get on the road, where we will be going for Helen at the Unicoi, I think is how you say it, Lodge. Some amazing mountains you don't see too often in Florida. Yeah, we dropped 2 degrees. Well, we finally made it to the Unicoi Visitor Center. Man, that was a long drive getting in here, a lot longer than I thought. So Mel's checking us in. We did reserve a buddy site, which would be enough room for 2 campers. But unfortunately, with Christine's accident with her ankle, they were not able to make the Helen trip. So we might still stay there, or I told Mel to ask when she's inside if there's a cooler site somewhere that we can switch to that's a single one. Maybe we'll do that, but we'll leave it up to her.
Truck up, babes.
All right, everybody. So yeah, we're like set now. Everything's good here. We went ahead and kept our original buddy spot. The site was just good. So I'll take you on a quick little walk here. Again, this is a buddy site, so it's going to be a lot bigger than normal. So we had to sign a disclosure saying we would disconnect our water from the hoses because it'll freeze tonight. I'm going to do that anyway and just fill my freshwater tank, because as you can see, my hose is leaking from the handle itself. So we are just going to be on the safe side since we're near a bathhouse, fill up our freshwater tank for toiletries and hand washing and teeth brushing, and then shut this sucker down and take apart the hose so it doesn't freeze some more. Fill up in process. We are in buddy site 44. So you can see it's got a little partition here for our picnic table. And then it's a double wide site here. And honestly, with 2 rigs, it would still be a very tight fit. But the one side here, it's got water and power here. And then there is another one we'll see on the other side. But it's actually pretty deep. And you've got an inner and an outer track here. So the outer track is where you're gonna have the fire, which we're gonna get that started up here pretty soon because it's gonna get chilly. And we've got an upper area, so you can see it overlooks some of the other sites. We are a little bit of a walk from the bathhouse, so that'll be interesting. But it's very beautiful here. And then you can see the size here, right there, all the way out to there. So it would definitely be a tight fit, but it is doable. It is doable. And then there's the other water and power there. So definitely a cool spot. It's got some good views. You saw the quick look earlier today down at the visitor center. We'll do a more in-depth tour, more than likely tomorrow, before the big meetup with everybody in Helen for spaghetti ice. Darian loves it, so I'm looking forward to testing it. We're gonna go ahead and start getting dinner ready, and then just kind of chill this evening. We'll catch you guys a little bit later.
Videotape me.
Oh, okay.
Babe, I'm hungry. Let's go. Let's go, huh, babe? I'm hungry. Let's go.
All right, you heard the wife. She was like telling me she was hungry, so we're going. We gotta go. All righty. Dinner is served. All right, guys, our day's winding down. We got a fire going. First night at the Unicoi State Park. And we're just gonna chill out a little bit longer. It is starting to get cold. It's supposed to feel like in the 20s with the wind chill tonight. So we've got our tank heaters on to keep the gray, the black, well, they're empty right now, but keep those taken care of, as well as our freshwater tank so nothing freezes tonight. And then tomorrow is the spaghetti ice meetup for Helen. So we'll catch you guys in the morning.
Night, guys.
Say night.
God, I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
Welcome everyone to Helen, Georgia. Right now we're walking down by the river. And during the summertime, you can do rafting, tubing I should say, which is super cool. But we are heading up to the Troll Tavern. See if we can meet up with some feller vloggers. I'm not shirtless. I'm not. Look at Carry on. Oh, there we all are. Woo! I got my little mic there, so I want you to say hi. Hi. We in Helen. We miss you, Christine, with your 3 broken bones in your ankle. We wish you were here. That's right.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi. Yep, it's Mel. So what's this I hear about Eddie winning go-karts on Booze Cruise 4.0?
Take everybody to the curb.
Someone over there has got a little ego, huh?
Not a little.
Challenging. I hear somebody has racing gloves or something like that.
I said gloves, helmet, everything.
Alrighty. So we are about to have ourselves a nice German pretzel with beer cheese.
Beer cheese. Apparently it doesn't taste like beer. So I don't know why they call it beer cheese. PK Adventure Travel.
We're PK Adventure Travels. So we yeah.
That's okay.
Alrighty. We are walking by the river below the Troll Tavern. Peachy getting her steps in. About to go meet up with everyone and do a little walk around Helen. Looks like they've added the little lock strings since the last time we've been here. So if you've never been here before, it's a pretty cool place. It feels like a little German town. And honestly, I came here a lot when I was younger. My aunt and uncle had a timeshare. And then when we moved down to Florida, we didn't really spend too much more time. And I'm back. It looks exactly like it did 25 years ago. So it's a really cool place. We'll take you in here, show you a couple of shops. Definitely the German chocolate is going to be great. The fudge is great here. They've got great pretzels, things like that. You saw that earlier when we were at the Troll Tavern. But we're going to take a little stroll around and look at the lovely little quaint town of Helen, Georgia. I tell you one thing as well is during Oktoberfest, this place is a hoppin'. Ooh, the copper kettle fudge. We're definitely going to be hopping in here. Take a look at some German fudge. Buy 2 slices of fudge, get 1 slice free. Aw, no pets allowed. Peaches is going to have to wait out here. Let's go take a look at some fudge. As you can see here, they also have lots of truffles. They are $1.50 a truffle. They do have caramel apples, and then the piece de la resistance is the fudge. And then they have a few other odds and ends. All right, so we're heading a little bit further back on one of the side streets here. Looks like we have a little open air market. See if we can find where to pups went. Ah, a little gnome garden. Looks like they also have a little gem trough here. It's open from 10 to 6. Looks like it's $8 up to $60, depending on how big of a gem that you want. And then you'll pour it into these buckets and sluice that sand away to find yourself some cool gems. So you never know what you're going to find here in Helen, but of course, Germany, gnomes. We got my gnomie right here. He's a cool dude. He's keeping an eye on the gems back there. Don't mess with him, I'm telling you. He can be a handful if you're not careful. So just come over here, pay your respects to Mr. Gnomie, and then you can go ahead and do your jet. So again, lots of little shops here, all with that German feel. Some things are open late, but we did notice some things closing as well a little early. It is a Friday, but nice little town. I can't believe it's still here. Melinda and I got our Unity candle for our wedding made here, and they incorporated a piece of our wedding invitation. Hello. They have a lot of different candles and different gnomes. So as you can see here, they will blend different colors and twirl them. Lots of different sizes. But this is a very, very cool little store, and I can't believe it's still here 25 years later. Oh, there you go. There's a wedding. They actually have an official wedding set now. Back when we got it made, we just had a specialty candle. All right, so I take that back. After talking to the gentleman in there, they've only been open for 5 years. There was a shop here, but it ended up closing about 20 years ago. So I guess a couple of years after we had our wedding candle made, and he's trying to pick up from where they left off 20 years ago. It was a totally different company, but a similar concept. So he brought it back, and they're trying to make it work. And here is your vlogger crew and supporters that are all here. A lot of people. You got Rafi, you got Darian, you got Denise with Bone Tired Travelers. The Fam Adventures is somewhere up here too. There you go. You can see the back of the Fam Adventures. Eddie Lugo and Alice Lugo Studios is here. There are a lot of people. Oh, Captain Billy J. And Eric B. Got a little village tavern with little bears made out of the stumps. And then over on this side, a little village winery with some steps leading up to it. Now this Alpine Cafe is actually a really good place for coffee as well. So pizzeria in the afternoon, coffee in the morning. So this one is Betty's Country Store. Again, they're gonna have German beers, wine, mimosas, sandwiches, bratwurst. Again, it's gonna be your German condiments and your German flair of things to get. And we're going to need to help the Peachmosaurus because she doesn't know what steps are. Because everything's flat in Florida, right, Peachy? She's like, how do you traverse this? I don't know, Daddy. All right, let's take a look. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell it in here. Wow, it smells amazing. So we've got a lot of fresh produce up here too. And this is going to be a regular country store as well as your German specific. Oh, we got a passing Captain Billy J.
They sell shirts here?
I know, right?
You need a shirt.
I need a shirt. I am wearing a shirt this time, I promise. We've got a lot of little German flair here. Well, Mel was watching Peachy.
I paid some stranger to watch her.
Wow.
No, somebody offered.
A couple of different German 7-Ups and Cokes and things from overseas, grape sodas.
Oh, these are overseas. Look.
And you have coffee to your left. Wow, look at this. $1 million pie cup. Banana pudding. You got a strawberry cheesecake in a cup. Holy moly. You want to talk about big cookies? Look at this. Sugar cookie, chocolate chip, huge peanut butter, oatmeal raisins, double Dutch, cowboy cookies, and no-bake cookies. Look at these suckers. That is some amazing cookies. What are you doing, Mel?
I'm trying to make the hardest decision of my life. Do I want peanut butter? Do I want double chocolate? Or do I want cowboy? So the cowboy is like lower, which makes me think that possibly this might be the popular one. So
Yeah.
right.
Maybe we'll try that. It looks like it's got a little bit of everything mixed in there. Cowboy it is.
Cowboy it is. Cowboy.
So it looks like it's got coconut, brown sugar, flour, chocolate, pecans. So I guess it's a coconut chocolate pecan cookie. All right there. They've got a fresh bakery back here as well, or I should say a fresh deli. And then again, there are some standard items here with German items mixed in.
It's a nice long.
All right, dinner tonight is going to be the Heidelberg. So we're gonna go ahead and head on in here or outside and eat, depending on where we are able to go, and figure that out. Well, unfortunately, we will not be eating at the Heidelberg. We thought there was an outside patio area where pets could sit and eat. Unfortunately, there is not one. So we are going to figure out a different plan for dinner. Or just go back to the trailer and make something there. Not sure yet. Nice little Serenity gazebo here. All right, everyone. We're gonna call the night one of the vlogger meetup done. Mel and I are gonna go back to the campsite, have a little campfire, and have our dinner there. And then we'll be back in the morning with more experiences from the vlogger meetup and the bakery in Helen. And then dinner will be at one of the restaurants up the road. The name escapes me, so I'll tell you guys later. And we don't know what the middle of the day is going to bring. Since we've already walked around Helen tonight, we might go to Amicola Falls or something like that. But we'll keep it entertaining and we'll bring you with us when we go. So have a good night. In a blink of an eye, it'll be morning. And that brings this tour to an end. If you're looking to help the channel continue to grow, consider becoming a member. Click that join button to find out more. As always, before you head out, make sure to take a half a second to click that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on The Scenic Route.